How you doing, Prime Minister Trudeau? Okay, I see what I see, and I know what I know. Now, I've been watching the news. I'm an advocate of the news, and I'm noticing, like, with all the forest fires in Alberta, I don't really remember hearing anything about any strikes on the news, like any lightning strikes. I never heard anything of the weather showing any lightning strikes, and then all of a sudden we got all these forest fires. See, stuff like that can happen in Canada, and the one way to cool the weather down, like for this time of year, for the weather to be like 31, 32, that's kind of a bit odd and stuff. And so the only way to cool the weather down is by growing hemp. 1 acre of hemp puts out more oxygen than 1,000 hectares of forest. Yet you won't listen to me. I'm trying to get you to watch my videos so I can get your popularity back up there, because at the rate you're going, you're looking at a lot of people are gonna, your life's in danger, man. The way you're acting, your life is in danger. You're sitting there, you want to build a whole bunch of more nuclear power plants? Nuclear energy is shit. It is toxic as fuck. We cannot have nuclear power plants around our only water supplies in Canada. You want to pollute our water supplies next? Trudeau, man, what are you thinking? You need to listen to what I say, because if you don't listen, I have the power to remove you from this planet permanently. I am, of all people, according to my Bible, I have the power to do that. Now, I don't want to talk like this. I am tired of being abused with sarin gas, people mixing speed and whatever other fucking god-forsaken chemicals that aren't supposed to be mixed with sarin gas. People trying to make me feel fucking dizzy, or people trying to do all kinds of shit to me. I am fucking done with sarin gas. Now listen, there is a device, Trudeau, that looks like a baby stroller and a lawnmower. It's more like a lawnmower, and you run it on the ground, and you can detect if people dug under my apartment, which they did. You get warrants, get the police in here and get warrants for my apartment. I am not playing with a crooked cop named Staff Sergeant Steve Sharp or whatever his name. I'm not doing crooked. He needs to fucking stop. He had 7 years, according to the Bible. Now, this has gone past 7 years. This is going on 14 years. If it's not that, I got people trying to make me shit myself while I'm talking to you. This is horrible, Trudeau. And you're not doing a damn thing about it. And if you are, I don't know what you're doing. But we need to cool the earth down. The only way to cool the earth down is to grow hemp. Now we need to build a water pipeline from Lake Winnipeg clear across to Alberta. And that's just basically what we need to do. We need to build it across Saskatchewan, Alberta. There's no drinking water in Manitoba. I know this for a fact. Saskatchewan, they all have shit drinking water. Yet here we are, a great big fucking freshwater lake with perfectly good drinking water in Manitoba. Yet we haven't done anything like that. We need to do this, Trudeau. You need to listen to me. You need to listen. If you don't want to listen to me, then you're not going to get anywhere. You're looking worse and worse as time goes on as the Prime Minister. Look at the price of everything in the stores. You can't keep bringing immigrants into Canada. You can't solve all the problems. Oh, they're fighting in Africa. We got to take everybody to Canada now. Fuck that. We are not taking immigrants to Canada. They can learn to stick up for themselves. And if it's genocide, then the United Nations steps in and then gets an army together from all countries, and then all the countries go in there and solve the problem. Same as the Ukraine. If there's a problem with the Ukraine and Putin's trying to supply people, we need to work. What, at killing innocent people in Ukraine? You got to go to the United Nations and you just get a force together and you go in and you get Putin. And that's just that simple. You go in there and you take him and you hold him accountable for his crimes. if he's committed any crimes. Now, why would he attack Ukraine? There has to be a reason why he's doing what he's doing. Well, I know one thing. Chrystia Freeland knows Vladimir Zelensky. They seem to have something up their sleeve. Now, if Chrystia Freeland knows Vladimir Zelensky, maybe he's smuggling chemicals into the country. Where are they getting all the nerve gas to abuse me? Because it evaporates so quickly. Nerve gas evaporates really quickly. They have to be using all kinds of it. And where are they getting it? I am tired of being tortured with nerve gas, or people, oh, he's mental. You're just mental. That's not being mental. That is fucking chemical abuse. Nerve gas was outlawed. After the First World War, the Geneva Convention outlawed the use of, banned the use of any chemical weapons of any kind during any kind of conflict. Yet here we are in Canada, and I'm going through the same thing. Now today, Saturday, I'm not bothering anybody. Couldn't sleep all night last night. I get up today, and then here I am getting tortured with bath salts and fucking nerve gas. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? You need to become a man. You're acting like a little pussy. You need to start fucking growing up. I don't care who is doing it. You need to find who is doing this to me and hold them accountable for their actions and have them jailed. It carries the death penalty. Don't you know that? Anybody caught using any chemical weapons faces the UN tribunal, and they can be held guilty and put to death for their actions. Are you not getting? What do you don't get about this, Trudeau? I'm not fucking asking you. I am telling you what to do. I've asked you to do two things. Hemp is excellent. We can build hemp rope. No more problems with the whales getting fishing gear. Is where all the right whales and stuff, and the whales that were over there in the East Coast going down in Boston to feeding are now coming into the inlet to feed. We can't do this anymore. I can't sit here and talk to you while people are trying to snack pack me. They're making me shit myself. So Trudeau, you need to listen to me. You need to stop the abuse coming my way, or I'm going to press charges against you for failing to act. I'm going to have you charged and arrested and jailed. You know where I live. You have my address. You have everything on me. Just do what you're supposed to do. Chemicals are against the law. You can't torture people every day. That's all I got to say. I want to grow hemp. So start building a water pipeline. Put the people to work. You know what to do. I'll talk to you in a couple of weeks. Okay, boss? You take care. And do what I asked. Get warrants then. They're not going to listen, and get warrants and get the police in and find where they're pumping it from. They can only, it evaporates. Sarin gas evaporates really quickly. So they got to be doing it in this building. Or then go in there and find out who's doing it and shut the whole shitload down. Steve Sharp, the crooked cop, had 7 years. This is going on 14 years. Enough is enough. All right, I'll talk to you later, Trudeau. I like you lots. Just behave.